This is really good.
Yeah, I know.
And man, that 200 milligrams of that prime in there, man.
I'm on my second one.
Today.
They really,
No, back to back.
they really ate with that.
Woo!
Zero sugar.
Is 200 a lot?
Yeah, 200 is like, I think like a very high caffeine amount. Like in a Red Bull, I think it's like 85 milligrams.
200 is like a pre-workout.
Yeah.
I think.
Oh, then I should probably stop.
I mean, then yeah,
What do you-
you're.
wait, what is that?
This is an energy drink.
It's
Do
a.
energy drinks have that much caffeine in it?
That's why Red Bull has 85 milligrams of caffeine. That has 200. Celsius has 180 milligrams of caffeine.
All right, I'm done.
Well, Celsius is considered something where you drink like before a workout.
Yeah, but a lot of people be drinking that just to.
The Prime has 200.
I don't know.
Oh, you don't know? I thought you
I'm
said it.
sticking to water.
Let me see the can.
I saw some like healthy TikTok where it's like, don't have caffeine after 11 a.m. Like,
Oh,
huh?
please.
How am I going to get through my day not having caffeine after 11 a.m.?
You know, with my medication, I'm not supposed to be having any caffeine.
I bet.
Lexapro, you're not supposed to be having so many different things. I'm like, I have all these things every day. I have to.
I guess because they don't want you to like.
It just it kind
with
of
the
it's just
chemistry.
fighting. It's fighting back with what Lexapro is trying to do to your body, but that just sucks. That's every you're not even allowed to drink on Lexapro.
Oops.
And when I read that, I was like,
That's not
wait.
surprised.
So are you saying that like after you take it, you shouldn't be drinking, or while it's in
on
your
it.
system? They're like, oh no,
Ever.
ever, because it's a daily medication. I'm like, oh well, that sucks.
Going hard.
Do yeah. You know what are you gonna do?
What I learned interesting though, or who was it? Mayan Balik was talking about it that so like it's funny how we give people with ADHD like Adderall, which is already a stimulant, when you're already overstimulated already
Yeah.
as a person with ADHD. But like caffeine is actually good with people who have ADD and ADHD because it really does help you focus on one thing.
Yeah.
Rather when you're taking an Adderall, you can be overstimulated and you're focusing on way too many things.
That's what I thought I needed, and did the complete opposite. I was actually freaking out more. I wasn't able to focus on one certain thing. That was when I was prescribed Adderall. I did not like it.
That's what I've been kind of realizing. I'm like taking Adderall less and just having caffeine.
And when I was on it too, I felt like I needed to like smoke my vape more. Like it was doing all
really?
it was
Okay.
all the wrong reasons when I was taking Adderall, and I caught it.
Adderall and nicotine, that's like peanut butter and jelly.
Yes,
That
it's
is like,
bad.
oh, but it's so good, that combination.
But like when Danielle, because Danielle takes Adderall, I don't even know if I'm supposed to, but she takes Adderall like medically, and she is working. She's working the entire time she's on Adderall.
Is
And
that
then-
like weed? Like it's hit or miss for people. They're either super focused or they're like, I am so in my head, I cannot be.
I think Adderall is I think different because that's
Adderall.
actually for no?
Similar. I'm not comparing it in like.
Yeah. Some people react differently.
Yeah.
their body just reacts.
But Adderall does give you like a huge moment of euphoria in that first 10 minutes where you're like, I'm going to respond to every text message. And not only that, I'm going to text just my friends, send them something nice. You're like, oh yeah, first time I took Adderall, before I even got to studying, I'm like, I'm going to send some song recommendations to friends. Actually, I'm going to put a whole playlist together for everybody to enjoy.
but that's good, right? I guess it's a positive.
Yeah.
in taking that.
But
Like
unlike
you could be
weed,
doing other things.
but weed, you can hit it and you're like, everyone hates me. I don't want to text anybody.
No, exactly.
But should we run the intro?
Yeah, let's run the intro. Let's frickin' cut the frick.
Ready.
Let's go. It's Conversational, baby. Woo! Welcome back to Zane and Heath Unfiltered. We are all your hosts, Zane, Heath, Mariah, and Matt, and we are unfiltered.
Are you on your medication right now?
No, I took it late. I always take it late, but I took it a little later this time. But we're good.
Every day Zane's like, I forgot.
I read everywhere that like you have to take it like almost around the same time every day, and it's
Well, you need to have like an alarm, like birth control, that just goes off.
I hate alarms. I genuinely don't like alarms.
The worst is when you set an alarm for something that like you thought of earlier in the day. You're like, I'm not even gonna put a reminder. I just know when this alarm goes off.
Yeah.
And you're like, I don't even know what the fuck this was for.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. How's everybody been good?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not too
Fantastic.
bad.
Yeah, not too bad. Not too bad.
You just came back from Indianapolis. How
I
was that?
did. I went to VCon. I went to Gary Vaynerchuk.
Did you? Was he there, or was it just?
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
Oh, okay.
Did you meet the Chuck E. Cheese?
No, I didn't.
Son
I
of a
missed the
bitch.
panel and like I did, and I think that guy like just came and went. I really thought I was gonna have
was our
some one-on-one
chance.
time to
Dang.
talk to him.
I didn't think that convention was gonna be that well set up.
It was
completely or what? Was it not as big? It looked big from like stories that I was watching. I was like, oh wow, it looks like a lot of people are there.
It was. You know what? I had a great time. I really enjoyed it.
I mean, speaker. I mean, it's. If it wasn't as big as you thought it was, I mean, it's not bad.
It was pretty big. I think just like they had it at Lucas Oil Stadium, which is like the Indianapolis Colts main arena, and that like the floor of it though I thought was going to be like way more big, like an expo, but all like the booths and stuff were like in that like outer hallway area.
Got it.
I just thought the floor was going to be more intense, but it wasn't. But they had a really big stage. There was Drew Barrymore spoke. A lot of the people were like NFT holders, and like Gary V's like it was a big NFT scene, dude.
Oh God, he is still pushing it.
I can't do that anymore.
There was a whole area called NFT land, and it was all just NFT booths and stuff.
It's all people that put all their money into the NFT and then it crashed and they're just like hoping it picks back up.
Some people were like dressed up as their NFTs too. And like some people had like the NFT backpack that like lights up on the back to show their NFTs.
I thought that was like I thought that ended.
Zane, it's like when we got scammed, we took that hard L and then we're like, okay.
Never again.
And we didn't expect it to come back. You know what I mean?
Like, and once that happens, you don't like find something.
Yeah.
You quit.
You go, that was a learning experience and I will never do that again.
Exactly. And I'm glad that we stopped. Usually we're kind of like.
Usually we chase that next win.
Exactly. But I'm proud of us. We were stronger than that.
No man, but Indiana was cool.
Who was the craziest person you met?
Like one-on-one?
Yeah. Gary V.
No, Mike
Did
and
you meet
Gary
him?
V. No, actually, no, I didn't. But he like walked by Mike a lot of the times and would like talk to Mike for like a quick bit. But like I didn't have some one-on-one time because everyone when they talk to Gary V wants like to give him your problem,
right?
And then he tells you what you need to do and just start making content. And I'm like, I don't need like Gary V to heal me. If anything, I know what I need to be doing better. But like, I just didn't think I needed to have that moment with him because everybody wants to like get time with him. But no, I had a great time. I even had like I feel like I'm kind of like bragging, but like I had like a police escort one night, which was pretty dope.
Is that when you got like arrested? Okay, so is that what that was?
I go to this bar and tons of Unfiltered fans in Indiana. Shout out to everyone we met. Like there was, and people were just like, "What the hell are you doing here in Indiana?" But one of the bartenders there was like dating a guy who was also a big fan who was a police officer. He comes in as like Matt King and I'm like, oh shit, like I'm in trouble. And he's like, I just gotta say, big fan of the podcast. And we like exchanged numbers and stuff. And then he texted me the next day if I needed anything, if anything's bugging me in Indiana, just to hit him up. And I'm like, damn, I got a police on like, I can just hit up. We go out to this bar the next night and it's packed, dude. There is just lines and lines out of people. We can't get into it. But the bar inside is where like I met this cop at.
Right.
And Mike was like, you should text the cop. And I'm like, should I? I mean, like, I don't want to like do that. He goes, no, let's do it. And I text him and I'm like, hey, is there any way you can get me into this bar? And he's like, I'll be there in a second. Sure enough. And like Mike and I were outside. There's already a bunch of fans and stuff, people are waiting in line.
You texted a cop to get you into a bar?
And then sure enough, so already people are like, some people are like, who the hell is this guy? People are taking
He was in the middle of a shootout and he was like, I'll be right back, guys. Went to the bar.
Suspect's on foot. He's running. Hey, Matt, you know what? Yeah, I'll be right there.
And I'm talking about this line is long. And these people are like, who the fuck is this dude that people are taking photos with? You know, it already like feels awkward in those kind of moments. Cop pulls up, flashing the lights and stuff. And everyone's like, huh, what's going down? He like takes me and Mike, walks us in through the bar, like passing all these people and like gets us in.
Does he leave like right after?
No, I think he went in to go say hi to his girlfriend who was like working there. And he knows a lot of the people and he comes in occasionally.
Yeah.
It's like his spot, but like.
Was it a crazy bar? Like,
I think it's just where all the young people go, like at night. It was popping, but it was just cool. Like I never had like a police escort. It was just a really silly
Usually
situation.
You're getting arrested for a vlog, but this time it actually worked in your favor, which is pretty good.
So, but Mike and I were like, damn, that was pretty cool. Just that fun moment. But we did have a really great time.
Good. What did we do on this side? I honestly don't.
On this side.
On this side. I went to the dentist today. That was fun.
Man,
Did you get the root
you gotta
canal?
start paying rent at your
No,
dentist.
no. So I went. You know how like 5 root canals, right? So every time they do an X-ray, it just looks like a battle zone on the X-ray. There's just white everywhere because all the fillings. And I told you that I have like a feeling that I have like a cavity. I'm like, oh, it's probably a fucking root canal. That sucks. Like I'm gonna go to a dentist to get it taken care of. And I go. He does the X-ray, and he's like, oh, I know you came in for these teeth, and we'll worry about that later, but this tooth over here, you have an infection on the bottom. I'm like, wait, that's where I got my root canal. There's no way there's an infection down there. Like they got everything. They're like, well, no, the last dentist that you had, you see these nerves right here. He never filled those nerves.
Oh my gosh.
So wait, you just went to a dentist before this and he didn't notice that tooth?
Well, they noticed that on a CAT scan. I got a CT scan. I didn't get a CT scan at the other dentist.
Oh, okay.
So he did a CT scan and he saw that there were nerves not filled.
I'd be pissed.
And I was, imagine getting a root canal on your tooth.
And they don't fill the root.
and then now they have to do another root canal. The same procedure. They got to drill through it.
You got just a canal.
My God, and he's like, okay, well, now that we got that tooth covered, now we got to go to this. I'm like, I want to go home.
Do you think he's like hitting up that old dentist and was like, so what the hell did you do on like number
This was probably
11?
like 5-6 years. I have no idea who even did that tooth.
That's crazy.
5
That's
years,
what they're
'cause-
supposed to do in a root canal is like fill it up. You
I know.
Fill the dead nerve.
I know, but like, no one's perfect. There'll always be a little screw up sometimes.
Right.
But the infection came because I'm not sure if the infection came because that tooth wasn't filled. I'm not sure. It was all the way on the bottom, so it's not like a cavity. What a cavity made that happen? There's no cavity. It was just an infection on the bottom of my tooth.
Does
so I
that
don't
one hurt
know.
or no?
Which one?
The one with the nerve. that's
Yes,
awful.
yeah. That one hurts.
hurts.
And then the one right next to it has a cavity. So it's just like double trouble over there. And then I have a little one over here, but that one's like not bad. But these two, I probably have to take like 2 weeks I want to just get everything done. Like I want to go to a dentist's office and live there for a month and be like, just fix it.
How did they tell you
whole
the
thing.
price of how much it is?
Oh no, we haven't gotten there yet. We're going to be
They're
have the
still
books.
counting
I'm going to
the
have
teeth
to
that they
bring.
have to do.
That is always the one thing at the dentist. They're like, I actually love my dentist. I love them all. And then I go and check out. I'm like, how much is this shit?
It's
like
so overpriced. And I feel so bad because I used to I've had 5 root canals in my life, right? I need to pay my mom back for because the amount of money she had to spend on me, and I didn't have like the greatest insurance, right? And each root canal cost like $2,500 back then because the
my
insurance didn't cover
gosh.
shit. So my mom was paying that out of pocket. Like I wasn't making money at this time. So I think I need to pay her back at some point
probably not a
for
bad
these root
idea.
canals. Yeah, because
Wow.
that was just ridiculous. She probably spent like $10,000 on just my teeth alone.
what? No,
back
your
then.
mom was a firefighter. I feel like you're like get really good insurance.
My mom wasn't getting paid like a surgeon though. She's a firefighter.
Oh, okay. I guess like
So you get good benefits after you retire. But in the
Oh.
moment, you're not like getting paid that well. I mean, yeah, better than people that work at, retail.
Damn. You should just get them all removed, Zay.
That's
Just
what I'm
get full
thinking.
dentures.
It's either dentures in 5 years or just full veneers. Just
Yeah. Do people still have to get root canals on veneers though? Because it's still the root of the
I
tooth.
think you can still. So what happened to my tooth on the back end? I I brushed my teeth too hard, so it ended up like
Right.
No, it ended up. The tooth went outside of the gum pretty much, so it's like eroded because I brushed it too hard. That's what the dentist told me. So it's not a cavity; it's just eroded, which sounds even grosser than a cavity. But I have to get it bonded over here so it doesn't hit the nerve because right now it's like eroding.
I've noticed I've got some receding gums.
Yeah.
Dude,
So
when you start looking at gums, it's the worst thing when you start like.
I looked at a picture of myself from probably 5-10 years ago, and my gums were totally different. Like just looking at like the sides, like I just see,
yeah.
I can feel like where they used to be covered. Were you just agreeing?
No, I said like I didn't say
No, I'm
yup.
kidding.
Like we can tell. I just know what you're
Yup.
thinking because
No,
like
know
I
know
look
what you
at
mean.
it. Yeah.
But yeah, so I was just like, wow, that's noticeable.
Yeah. Gums. Yeah. I'm always like having to like look up like pictures of normal gums and like how bad it is and stuff. But
yeah, honestly, you guys just floss your teeth every day. I mean, I feel like I have genetically bad teeth. If it runs in my family, I really believe so. But if you floss, you'll be fine. Just floss. Because that's where the root of my problem is flossing.
I know, right? But then it's like,
Stupid.
then are we as humans, were we meant to be flossing though?
No, a
Like,
lot of
it's
people actually
frust-
don't floss. I feel it's really tight in there. When you take a floss and go through my teeth, you have to push to get in
And
between
then it
my
breaks
teeth.
through, and then you hit
Yes.
the gum.
Yeah, so I think I'm just like, I just have very tight.
My mom uses these flossers that's like a thread. But you gotta
Those are
have
horrible.
But you gotta have a gap already to be. You know what I mean? Like, because you
Yeah.
can like thread it through, and then you like pull it out the. You know what I mean?
It's like creating gaps in people's teeth. Like when people have gaps, it's because the floss is like so thick.
Yeah.
But I know the thread one you're talking about, they're horrible. They still make them.
I know.
They still they're like, oh, either pay like $1 for the thread floss or pay $2.99 for the glide. I'm like, just get rid of the thread floss. It's literally ruining people's
Oh, but
teeth.
there was no better feeling than getting that one that was like in the little box, and you pull that shit out like, and you use the little clip thing
yeah.
and slice it, and then you just.
The only thing that floss was good for was wrapping around a doorknob. Ooh.
Or did you ever like put it in
Heard that? Chair.
My
Did
joints
you
are
ever
just
like
falling
put it in a
apart.
ball because it tasted really good? Like the bubble gum like floss, you just be like, sorry, that's like a little treat.
I have a memory of eating bubblegum toothpaste.
Yes, everybody had the bubble.
Like,
Well,
we-
it was the kids' toothpaste.
Yeah, but we got it at school in like a goodie pack. It was like one of those
Ooh.
like little dental things or whatever, and it had like
That's
toothpaste and floss. And I remember taking the bubblegum toothpaste, and I would squeeze it into my mouth and eat it.
And you know, I have a feeling that
They make them not edible, but like safe to swallow
Okay.
because
Yeah.
kids like it's the same. Do you remember the pink mouthwash?
yeah.
Yeah.
Everything tasted like bubblegum, but they made it so that it wasn't
Just in case.
the worst thing to swallow.
Okay.
Taking a little hit.
Yum.
Hit of that
Do you think
bubblegum
they made it
goodness.
healthy enough where you could sit there and
I don't know.
like
Should we
suck it down?
try
Because it was.
Should we try it?
Because think of kid. Oh my god, that was so good.
Like kids toothpaste haul. Like
Instead of a high episode, we hit toothpaste.
Yeah, I'd hit that. Do they still like that one was so good? I
Yo.
remember sucking that shit
Do you
down.
remember the red, white, and blue
Yo,
one
tried
in the
it.
clear tube?
yeah.
Do you remember you would push the top?
Oh, that one.
That
yo.
one.
That
Dude.
made you want to brush your teeth. You got excited
Yeah,
for
it
that.
was gorgeous.
Do you remember the toothbrushes? And my mom would never buy it.
Oh,
but you could hear a song in
Left.
your
Yes,
head.
left.
They
That
would
one.
advertise that shit on the commercial that you could, it was like brush
No.
tunes, and you could
Tooth tunes.
tooth tunes, you could brush it, and the vibration, you know, like when you crunch, you can like really hear it in your head.
Yeah.
Like,
Was this song on the toothbrushes like a minute and a half long, or would it be full like 2-3 minute songs?
I bet it was longer than hit clips. Can we look up?
It was long enough for you to brush your teeth. So when the song stopped, that's when you knew you were done.
That's a genius way to get kids to like know exactly when to stop brushing.
And it looks so fun. I swear it was like clear inside. You could see all the batteries and like wires
Yeah.
and stuff. Can you look up the toothbrush that plays music for
Tooth
kids?
tunes.
Dude,
I
shit was
watched
insane.
I watched this like marketing thing about the three color, the red, white, and blue toothpaste.
Right.
How it was like one of the most brilliant things ever done because it said that like it fought plaque, it was anti-white, and then like something for like gingivitis or whatever it was. It was like three things that it had, and like it made you think that each color
Yes.
was
Oh, great.
coordinated with what it was. So it
Yeah.
was like the white was anti-whitening or not anti-whitening.
Anti-whitening.
It was like the whitening
what I'm
thing,
using.
but it really didn't. It was all the same thing. It just had a different color.
Yeah.
But it sold millions because people thought it.
Of course.
It is
And then I
genius.
saw something else where it was about how much, like in all the commercials, they show putting the toothpaste across the entire bristle, like that huge
Yeah.
thing.
to make people want to.
And no, well, people thought that like, I thought that's how much you like needed to use.
Yeah.
So I would fill the entire top of it.
And you would try to get it like the commercial, like
Yes.
that's perfect, but you only need.
And then I would run it under the sink or I'd put it in my mouth. Half of it would fall out into the sink anyway.
You're like, no.
And now I use just like a tiny little drop.
yeah.
That's all you need is a tiny. Like just shit like that is insane that they would
you
do
just
just to
think.
just to make a little bit more money.
I love all these touch tunes. We got the Black Eyed Peas. We got Ashley Tisdale. Hannah
What did that
Montana,
check look like for
Queen.
Ashley Tisdale? Like, what was that check? Like, the toothbrush company was like, "We want to license your music."
Yeah.
Was it? Do you think it was like my deal that I got with the airlines, Zane Hegazi vlog channel, where they paid me like literally $200 to put my shit on?
I'm thinking of the clear one too, where you can
Right.
see the
Can you
gadgets
look at
inside.
Can you look 90s touch
You
tunes?
can see like blue, green, red inside of it.
And wasn't it like double layered? Like you could like stick your tooth in the middle
Do
of
you-
it?
It was just like, do you remember those phones, the transparent phones where you can see
Yes.
all the gadgets inside? It was like that, but a toothbrush,
Yeah,
right?
I had a memory of that as well. Was it called? Was that one called Tooth Tunes as well? Or was
I don't think
called
so. Oh, that
Oh,
one, that.
yes!
Yes, that's
Yes.
it.
Oh my god! That's crazy.
Now find the phone that looks just like that.
That just.
Oh, my brother had the phone.
No way.
Yes, he got the phone for his birthday. It was sick. And
I wanted it so bad.
And it worked.
And the best part, it worked.
He talked to his friends all the time on that.
Transparent phone.
It looked just like that.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah, that was it.
Hell yeah.
It was
sick.
sick too. I remember looking, I'm like, damn, that looks
That's got Duncan Yo-Yo vibes.
That's so cool.
That's gonna come back. I mean, that needs to come back. Look at that.
Yeah, no, they should make transparent electronics. Like that was such a thing in the 90s. The Game Boy was like that. Like
if they had a see-through iPhone.
Cool. Awesome. I would get it.
Ooh.
That's really cool. No, they don't want us to see what's in there.
Now take that. Invisible vapes. See-through vapes.
Oh, I love that.
Ooh, that's kind of a cool phone case, though.
People would quit.
That's what I'm saying. It would
Right.
quit. That would eliminate it. Oh, by the way, off topic, but I'm going to Singapore Tuesday. Yeah. I looked up all the unusual rules.
Oh no, what is
Oh,
it?
that's really funny.
Wait, you're going Tuesday? That's tomorrow.
think he
Wednesday
means
morning. Wednesday morning.
Wednesday,
Sorry. All the unusual rules in Singapore because someone told me that, oh, you might want to look up the rules. They have strict rules. I'm like, fuck, let me look it up before I do anything stupid. And boy, it does not
vaping.
start off hot. All right.
Or is this like okay?
I bet there's no vaping.
No. These are real.
Are these like weird laws? Like you can't sneeze in a church on a Thursday?
No. These are real. Chewing gum is illegal in Singapore. Selling chewing gum can result in fines of $100,000 or up to 2 years in prison.
Wow.
I wonder
Real,
what
yes.
happened.
Just probably
became
like
a
stuff
thing.
all over the floor. Like
Oh my
people spin their
gosh,
gum out.
100 grand.
Smoking is forbidden almost everywhere in Singapore. No vaping, no cigarettes, no nothing.
No way. Really?
I don't know. Have you seen any footage in Singapore? Like I can't see somebody not smoking a cigarette outside in Singapore. That
mean,
like doesn't make any sense.
From
to
the
me.
pictures, their air looks very clear.
It's
so
true,
Clear,
but-
clean.
But this one, the punishment not bad, $150 to $1,000 fine. So it sounds like people probably do it. They just pay that fine.
A cop walks up to Zane. He's like, yeah, just write it.
It's like not paying for the meter in LA. Like,
Yeah.
it's fine.
You cannot make noise or be partying, drinking, and none of that after 10 p.m. Fines up to $2,000, which is crazy.
I love that.
Which is great because they're doing the whole premiere out there. Like, what are you going to shut that down at 10 p.m.?
They probably got licensing.
There's no nightclub. Does that mean there's no nightclubs in Singapore?
I don't know. But that's a pretty...
What article is, or never mind. I don't want to.
These are different articles all about talking about Singapore. Yeah, this isn't just one article. I saw multiple articles. Connecting to another person's Wi-Fi, $10,000 fine.
No.
Because they consider that as hacking.
Oh, I'd be poor.
Matt, you want to hear this? You might want to hear this out. Being gay in Singapore is illegal.
What is that? What does that have to do with me?
Up to 2 years in prison.
Like it's not
2
like you're gonna
years.
come out after 2 years of change.
What?
You know
Isn't
what I
that
mean?
crazy?
It's like do your time. They come back.
Don't ask, don't tell.
But people like visiting Singapore, like
my
gay people visiting, like how is that?
Yeah.
As soon as they walk
I don't
in?
know. I don't know.
How's that happen? Did they look up your passport? And I don't know. Okay,
Up against.
I got to keep going because it gets crazier. Feeding pigeons in Singapore is a $500 fine.
Okay, I can see that.
Any type of drug related activity, that's no surprise. $20,000 fine or up to 10 years in prison or the death penalty.
Wow.
For drug use. Committing suicide is illegal in Singapore.
What are they gonna do?
happened?
The punishment is a bit hard to say. That's what it says.
Wait.
They consider it as illegal, but you know, what are they going to
I
do?
wonder if that prevents people from doing it. Like they.
Maybe the act of, like if you try to do it, maybe,
Ooh.
and they catch you. Maybe.
You know what it should be if they really wanted to have like something. It
Yeah.
should be like financial trouble or something should happen to your like family. You know what I mean?
guess.
Like, cause like if I knew like I was
you're
gonna do something,
sick,
and then
yeah.
my mom and
If
dad
they
would
were,
have to,
if you were on the
like I would be
Singapore
like I would
committee-
never
yeah.
make my parents pay $100,000 for me to do that.
Yeah.
But what
You
if
know?
they're committing suicide because they hate their parents?
Oh wow. Okay.
Damn.
Depending on what that will says, right?
If there's a will, there's a way.
Interesting. But yeah, no, you're right. As I was reading, I was like, is it like the rules that are on that site? But I've heard Singapore is a very, very strict country.
I thought that about like Dubai. Like I heard it was going to be
Yeah.
super, super strict, and it really wasn't.
Is it
Dubai?
so being drunk outside
when
like,
you are
on the
in
streets
certain,
is okay?
I think. Well, no, you shouldn't go out and do that. But like if you're in an establishment that is like made for partying and drinking and stuff, I'm pretty sure you're fine. Like private businesses, I think may have like their own discretion. I don't know. I think it will be interesting when you come back to.
I'm sure it's the same as like in the United States, like public intoxication. You know what I mean? Like you can get arrested for that here.
Right.
You're right.
Know what I mean?
That's
But
actually true.
I'm sure if they do, catch you over there, the consequences are probably worse than they would be here.
Yeah. And like the noise too at 10 p.m. What time was it in Dirty Rich Asians? Or Dirty Little...
Crazy Rich Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians.
Check his search history.
Rich Crazy Asians.
Crazy
Asians.
Crazy Rich Asians. What time was it?
No, they're partying at the end of the movie on that hotel.
That's what when I saw that in the movie, I was like, oh, okay.
Oh, but maybe is that why they get the private island and they go to that thing because that's the only place where they could do it?
Okay.
I can't remember, but they were partying pretty hard in that movie.
All right, tell them. But yeah. Honestly, I can't wait. I can't wait to bring all the stories back to the podcast.
It's crazy that like a few
Write
days.
everything down.
I will.
Okay.
Zane journaling. Sorry,
No,
guys.
I have to. Usually, when we all go somewhere, I'm like, I don't have to worry about it. Heath will probably journal it. But now I have
exactly.
to. I have to
That's why I
journal
said
it.
write it down. Get a body cam.
That's a genius idea.
Get a body cam.
Just a body cam on Zane.
That would be so fun.
Get the shoulder GoPro with the chest.
But with his
harness.
body, it's gonna like fog up.
Hey, the camera just keeps getting dripped on.
Yeah.
It's like,
You can never have me on a wire. I could never work for the police ever. Immediately sweating, especially since I know I'm wearing a wire. Just dripping.
Before we continue, we want to give a big thank you to our sponsor of this podcast, DoorDash.
Love the convenience of getting what you want right to your front door? With DoorDash grocery delivery, you can stock up for the week or order last-minute cravings conveniently.
That's right, and you've trusted DoorDash to deliver your restaurant favorites, and now you can get grocery delivery that actually delivers too.
With thousands of grocery stores to choose from, you'll find the best in your neighborhood and boost your local economy with each and every order.
And you're going to get exactly what you ordered, or they'll make it right. So sit back and enjoy quality groceries just like you picked them yourself.
Want even more value? You can save on all your grocery and restaurant favorites with a $0 delivery fee on all eligible orders with a Dash Pass membership.
And with easy substitutions right in the app and the best-in-class customer support, DoorDash delivers groceries exactly how you want it.
I use DoorDash for every food delivery that I do, and they never mess up. Ever.
It's so easy. It's just so convenient to use.
So be like Zane and Heath and get 50% off your first DoorDash order up to a $10 value when you use code Heath at checkout.
Don't forget that's code Heath for 50% off your first order with DoorDash.
One more time so you don't forget, that's code Heath for 50% off your first order with DoorDash. Limited time offer, terms apply.
Thank you so much, DoorDash, for sponsoring this podcast. We love you.
Mwah.
You want to do the game?
Yeah, let's do the game.
What
Game.
All right, so we have a little game here. It's basically a truth and a lie. Jordan is going to have both set up, ready to go, and we're going to pick either one or two. We don't know whether it's the truth or a lie.
Oh, okay.
And he's going to say one of them, whatever number we choose, and we have to all come together and guess whether that story is true or false.
In Jordan's perspective, like
Jordan-
for him.
It's
Yeah.
Jordan's story.
Jordan
Got it, okay.
will read the story that we pick, and we get to ask him questions.
And we
Okay.
get to like,
And be like, so how old were you? Where were you?
Got it, okay.
We cannot take credit for this. I saw it on one of the Jimmys.
Oh, yeah.
Kimmy Fallon?
Kimmy Fallon.
No, there's really
Fallon?
no game that we ever come up with. It's usually
Jimmy
from
Kimmel?
like a game show.
Who am I saying?
Well,
Jimmy
there's
Kimmel and Jimmy Fallon.
Who's my favorite?
You like Fallon.
All right, it was on Jimmy Fallon. Okay.
Jimmy.
Yeah, I really like Fallon.
My
Love.
so
my
funny.
brother
He's the
has
best.
entered competitions where people get up and do like the truth and a lie thing, but one person's the liar, and my brother has gone on these and it wins them like every time.
Really, he's just really good at fibbing.
I guess so. Like
Oh,
he's
he's
good.
a
He's a
good
good.
liar?
My brother's a good storyteller, and I think he really makes it seem like
Right.
he
Sells
really
it.
lived
I'd
it.
be-
That's why we chose Jordan, because originally we wanted to do this where we all picked a story, but we were like,
we
Jordan's
also-
the only one who can like have insane stories and improv and make you believe that
But we also know each other way too well.
Yeah, we know everything that's happened. Like, what am I going to say?
I couldn't do a lie because I've already said everything.
Right.
There's nothing I'm hiding. Nothing that I have in my fucking...
I'm also not like exciting, like nothing crazy. It's really happening.
You're like, one time I snuck out in high school.
I don't even have that. I've never snuck out.
That's what I'm saying. So if you said that, it'd be like, oh, you're a fucking liar.
Church,
One time my mother told me, don't touch the antipasta, and I did behind your back.
I touched it.
I touched it.
Do we want 1 or 2?
I'm feeling 2.
Wait, 1 or 2 what?
How it goes.
Just pick a
he
random
has,
one.
Truth or
he has 2 stories in front of him right now.
I see.
Number 1 and number 2. We're picking, hey, can you read number 1?
Okay.
Got it. Okay.
Then he's going to read it. And we're
whether
gonna be
it's
like,
true or false,
Right.
we don't
Okay.
know.
All right. Why are we picking 1 or 2?
It's just he can just
Because he has one that's true and one that's false. We don't know the
He's
order.
not reading both of them.
Okay.
Okay.
He's only reading the one that we tell him to read.
Right.
Got it.
Okay.
Yeah. What do we want? 2?
I want 2.
Sure.
2.
Okay, Jordan, read story number 2.
I accidentally pooped my pants a few hours before my final project presentation, and I was wearing khaki pants walking down the 3rd story. The poop had seeped through the pants and was completely visible. So I had to walk down the steps with my backpack behind me, looking for the nearest bathroom. And I had to wait in there until I can call my girlfriend to bring me a pair of pants. But she brought me gym shorts, and I had to go to class and explain to my teacher that I shit myself because I was doing a presentation in gym shorts and a collared shirt. And this was in a university.
At a university. What was your can I ask a question?
Yeah. Go for it.
What was your project on?
It was on a business we were selling Girl Scout cookies.
It was on a business and you're selling Girl Scout cookies in a college class.
Yes, it was called Cornerstone, and we had to figure out a way to like make a donation money, like reach 25,000. We were selling cookies. It wasn't like Girl Scout cookies, but cookies.
Okay, look. Yeah, so I'm kind of beat here because I have a very similar story that happened in high school. I don't know if he like heard this story and like kind of like he was a
Like, his
sponge.
brain came up with
just
it.
kind of came up with it.
Got it.
Or it could be true because it's happened before. So like to me, like I'm kind of 50-50 right now. I just don't see him like pooping his pants in a university. I would get it in like high school, middle school because you're kind of young, you're still growing.
Yeah, how'd you get to that point?
But he also added this detail in about the 3rd story.
I think
Like,
I think in case we ask what story were you on, but why the fuck would we ask what story?
I just think
he
it's
was
an
on?
interesting detail to
It
add.
is.
Heath.
So it's either so true where he visually remember that, or he's like, I need to add more details
We
to make it
also
seem
have
like
to
a
think
lie.
about everything could have been true except for the poopy part.
But liars sometimes will add details that don't need to be there.
Yeah, like we didn't ask.
Like in Candy,
Wait.
Jessica Biel. Like,
Did he have a girlfriend in college?
Yeah,
He did. He
yeah,
did
he
have a
did.
girlfriend in college.
He did. I actually know her name too.
Okay.
she had to bring you gym
Why'd you
shorts.
say it like you hooked up with her? Yeah.
what the
And I know her name.
What was your girlfriend's name?
Nicole.
But we're in college here. Why couldn't you just like go home? Like, why couldn't like?
Because I'm guessing
he had a
because he had
presentation.
poop on his pants.
I had class within an hour.
And you know, you're not going to tell your teacher you pooped your pants. That sounds way
Why'd
too.
you have your
I
girlfriend
did
bring
tell
you
my
shorts?
teacher.
Why didn't you go to like the merch shop?
Because I was in the bathroom. My pants were stained on the back. So I couldn't leave the bathroom.
Why were you in such
I
uniform?
could not leave the bathroom.
Why'd you have a collared shirt and khakis?
We were giving a presentation that
So
day.
you were dressed
Oh,
up.
you dressed
So we were
up for the
dressed up.
presentation. I think he's telling the truth.
I'm going to go true.
I'm gonna say true.
What do you guys think?
Let me hear the other story first.
No, that's the thing. You can't.
I do want to hear the other one though.
You, in the,
I have
in the
such good ones. I
presentation,
wanna
no,
read them
he
all.
went really quick on the Girl Scout cookies thing. Like it was kind of like he didn't think about it a little bit.
But he's very good at that.
All right,
You can ask him
Spain,
anything.
the Girl Scout cookie. You guys were. This was a college assigned thing for you guys to
for
come up
Cornerstone.
with.
Cornerstone.
Okay, I know the class. I believe you took that class, but this whole project about the Girl Scout cookies, I'm kind of not buying. You had to come up with a way to donate for the Girl Scout cookies.
No, so we worked with a dog charity. It was a no-kill
here we
animal
go.
shelter, and we had to raise enough money for them, and we did that by selling cookies.
Why Girl Scout cookies? Girl Scout cookies are supposed to go to the Girl Scouts of America.
Well, get the Girl Scout out of the question.
Because that's
I said
the
that
lie.
on accident.
All right,
Yeah, it is cookies.
But we're not talking like details.
Yeah,
We're just
I'm
talking
sorry.
this full story about him pooping his
He
pants.
said it on accident because it's a lie.
Wait.
Yeah, but no, it wasn't. I think he meant
Like they were Girl Scout
I'm not
cookies,
I'm not
but we're
thinking
not
about
selling Girl Scout. Like, does that make sense?
Yeah.
Like what I don't
Yeah,
know. What the
I know what
cookies
you
are.
mean. I know
the,
what you mean.
The mint cookies.
Yeah.
You were just saying they're like.
Samosas.
They're like Girl
the
Scout
style.
cookies.
The style.
Okay.
Yes.
I think he's telling the truth.
I think
too.
he would have just said cookies, but if you guys, we all have to agree.
Are we
No,
all
we
that-
don't. No, we
that-
don't. We
okay,
don't.
then
Oh.
okay, because then okay,
Okay.
no, that's a lie. The Girl Scout cookies thing, he pulled out because he was lying. He didn't think we were going to ask about this damn project, and he went with this Girl Scout thing, and now he's bringing a local animal shelter into it. And this is another charity and something that's raising a good cause, and that's how you're gonna fucking come up with raising money for
Girl Scout cookies for dogs?
for an animal shelter.
You never know. It's Jordan.
I'm not trying.
It is Jordan.
It is.
I don't want
If
to.
this was Zane, I'd be like, okay, bullshit.
But that's what I'm thinking. Maybe he's just like concocting this like weird little story.
I think
That
he's
sounds like
telling
something
the
I would do
truth.
too.
Okay. What's your votes?
It's a lie.
I'm gonna say it's a lie.
Just
and it's kind of
Jordan.
an easy lie. He's like he's
All right, let's figure it out.
dude.
Jordan?
It's true. It's
What?
all
No.
super true. It was awful. I was in my South Plantation gym shorts because my girlfriend didn't bring pants, and I told her to bring me pants.
I thought
Let it out,
I thought
Jordan.
this was in a university. You said
It was.
But the shorts she brought him were
She
from
brought me
his
his
high school.
gym shorts.
I'm sorry that
Gym
happened
shorts.
to you.
So I had to explain to my teacher why I was wearing gym shorts because she came 15 minutes before my class.
Oh
and
my
all of my
gosh.
partners in my presentation were all really nicely dressed and except me.
And you
So-
were like, the reason I'm wearing shorts.
Absolutely.
Me and you,
Jordan,
Jordan,
I'm so
have a
sorry.
lot in common.
Yeah, how did you both get to that point?
Oh,
Like
my-
as
Sometimes when you eat
adults,
dairy.
how are you like
I was sick.
okay.
Jordan, I don't know if he was sick or not. Were you sick?
He had too much of the
Were you-
Girl Scout cookies.
okay.
Yeah.
I definitely something went wrong. Something went horrible. It was a shark because I wasn't expecting it, and it popped out of me, and it just the whole back of my.
It turned into a caramel delight.
Wait, Jordan, how did a shark go through your pants? That's pretty crazy.
It popped. It popped.
blew up.
Oh my,
my
god.
God. No, mine was like it ran out. You know what I mean?
Mine did the same.
The point
Mine
of
did
no
the same.
return.
Runny.
Mine also did that.
Wet
too.
eggs.
And Zane doesn't do cardio.
I don't. I don't.
All right.
I have a good one.
Wow. All right. So we're gonna do this round 2.
Yeah.
He has
Round 2.
2 rounds.
That was okay.
Okay.
All right, here we
Damn.
go.
What number do we want?
Yeah,
Does
what
it even
number?
matter if we do one or two?
He can just like
Yeah, just pick one.
Yeah, I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, but I feel like now he might just pick a lie one because we just got a truth one.
But the way
No, that's not
it's
true. I'll just,
thinking about grouping it,
try
it's
on the first train we walked onto into Spain when we were in Spain. A man in an orange jumpsuit walked down the middle of the aisle and in monologue in Spanish started saying, "I just got out of jail. I don't want to go back. I need help. I need money." And he did that for like 25 minutes. We ended up being okay, but later that day, we were walking through a Spanish flea market, and 2 officers detained me temporarily under the suspicion of being an international terrorist in Spain for holding a
there's no way.
suspicious bag. And I was forced to give up my belongings, and I didn't have my passport on me. I was eventually let go once I was cleared of my accusations from my mother.
I think this is true because this is too
Do you-
wild. Wild things
why
happen
wouldn't
to
you
Jordan.
have
Hold on.
passport on you.
Did this guy that was in the orange jumpsuit have anything to do with the cops coming up to you and detaining you?
No.
Do other countries do the orange jumpsuit for prison?
Good, Bubba.
I don't think so. I feel like I've only seen that in America. Usually it's like I've
Was
seen,
it a prison uniform or he was just wearing something orange?
I could not tell if he was a gypsy, like in disguise, like if this was a disguise thing, or if he actually was.
do you speak Spanish?
I do speak Spanish.
And it was a
See.
monologue.
However, at that time, very little. I've definitely been improved, so that's why I didn't understand it.
Okay.
Oh my god.
How long were you detained for?
I was detained for maybe 30 minutes.
Were you handcuffed?
I was never handcuffed.
What year was this?
The year after high school, I graduated.
2012.
The summer of 2011.
What time of year was it?
In June.
What was the weather like?
Super hot. It was the hottest. Spain was going through the hottest heat wave they have had.
Why didn't you have your passport?
I left it at the hotel.
What city was this?
That I don't know.
What was the name of the hotel?
That I don't know.
Dude, if you, wouldn't you remember the exact fucking city where you got detained in?
Did the cops speak English to you?
No, everyone spoke Spanish. Did
your mom translated?
I was completely by myself when the cops approached me.
Do you know the difference between like Spain Spanish and like Mexican Spanish?
Yeah, they have a little lisp.
Yes.
They talk about a lisp.
What's the conjugation like that's different out there? That
they say like vale instead of.
Yeah, that's correct.
Okay.
It's adding up.
Hold on.
I think that whole airplane story did not need to be in there, but like I feel like it's true because he put it in there.
They're on a train.
Wait, train.
Or on the train, sorry. The train.
Okay.
Hold on.
What did they think was in your bag?
They wouldn't tell me. They said that what is in the bag. I surrendered the bag. It was just my camera, and they held me there for a bit, telling me that I was a liar.
Say that all in Spanish.
Cuando yo tiene mi bolsa, la personas se dice yo está. I don't know. I forgot how to say lion. Mentiroso. Un mentiroso.
Jordan, very good.
You know what though? This story sounds.
This would happen to
I pooped my pants kind of story. If he was like coming up with things, I could see Jordan being like, I'm going to do a poopy pants story as a lie. This one does sound a little ambitious.
Were you singled out getting detained, or everyone on the train had to give up their stuff?
I was absolutely singled out.
Interesting.
Just me.
Why were you alone? Story's false.
I don't remember where I was alone.
And you went on this trip with your entire family?
This was over 10 years ago.
Heath.
Yes.
So
He does shit alone all the time.
No, not when he's with his family. He never leaves his family.
they could have been in the bathroom. I don't know.
How long were you waiting before your mom got there to help out?
I'd say the cops had me for 30 minutes total. I was there alone for 15 minutes, and then my mom came in the last 15 minutes.
How far away was she?
Out of sight. I was screaming for someone.
I think he's
it's
telling the
true.
truth.
So wait, you guys were together? And then you walked off separately?
We were together because we were like after the train. We were immediately in front of this flea market. The flea market looked like the swap shop.
He brought back the flea market.
I
Flea
think
market
it's
was like
true.
one of the first things he said, and he brought it back.
Oh, he remembered.
I think it's
remembers.
true. The way he
Okay.
reacted to the whole like out of sight thing, it seemed really honest.
Okay.
Okay. You want to go with true?
I think it happened. Yeah,
Yeah,
I think
true.
this is
True.
true.
It did happen.
Whoa.
I was held under the suspicion of being an international Peruvian terrorist. And
What?
they explained to my mom that there's a lot of Peruvian terrorism in Spain, and I just happened to fit a very characteristic profile of one of them.
Oh my
Why does
goodness,
this happen?
Just like them.
Yeah, how
What are
did
you
it
doing?
They made me
happen?
take my camera out. They made me show them the footage.
They made
on
me
there.
shit my pants.
Yeah. Is it true you pooped your pants in college? That
I
is
feel like
unreal.
Jordan does stuff that we don't know. I think that he winked at the cop, and then all that happened. He's just like, what are you doing? He kind of invites it. It's like he's
They
got like a
probably saw
magnet to it.
Jordan on the side with his backpack sitting in a corner, like looking at, trinkets, like, blah, blah, blah.
That's crazy.
Wow.
I have one last good one that I think will get you guys.
Okay.
Wait, I'm just picturing that now that it's true. I'm picturing that guy on the train just standing saying like talking about being in prison.
It was.
That'd be scary.
I would think there was a bomb on the train.
Yeah, I'm like, we're done.
It
Yeah.
was one of-
Next up.
So that train ride was silent. And my family, we were terrified. And I kept asking my mom, what is he saying? What is he saying? What is he saying?
But you knew it was bad without even knowing.
Absolutely.
Wow.
And
Wow.
because of everyone's reaction, looking at him, and he was just walking back and forth. And he looked very distraught, sweaty, like he really did just get out of jail. But it was weird because he was wearing the orange jumpsuit.
So he, escaped.
That's what it looked like. So I was saying, Mom, did he escape from jail? Like,
We hop back in a time machine to that train. Guy in an orange hoodie. The cop just asked Jordan to see his ticket.
Zane, it's the guy in the orange hoodie, but he's rapping a song. He's like, I ain't never going back. I'm done with jail. I ain't never going back.
Jordan is just delusional. Oh my God.
Getting detained was just him going through customs, and they're just like, so what are you doing here?
And they're like, passport.
That's so, passport. I didn't have my passport.
Where we going?
That's
We should have him do our
hysterical.
thumbnails.
That is
Good
hysterical. Yeah. If we had Jordan tell one story every podcast, we'd be good for
Oh,
thumbnails.
yeah.
Oh, I know.
He had something happen today, yesterday, the day before. We're like, where?
Oh, wait to hear his new story. He's had a week. All right, Jordan, hit us with one more.
Okay. My mail lady invited me and my grandfather over to install her new toilet. My grandfather needed a flashlight to look down one of the drains, and she said that there was one in the garage and possibly her closet. When I went into her closet, there was a bunch of sex toys and DVDs, like sex DVDs, in the closet near the flashlight, and I got it. But later that day, I asked my grandfather for the mail lady's name, and when I looked her up, she ended up being a famous porn star.
And they were her own DVDs.
No,
How would you know?
because I saw them. I saw all of them.
How long were you looking at the goodies?
I was very like, whoa, because she told us to go into the closet.
Are you
So
sure?
she knew
Okay,
that was
there-
there.
there's a
She
couple
should have
things.
just said,
How
go
old
to
were
the
you?
garage. I was in college, Broward College.
A couple things to keep in mind. A lot of people ask his grandpa to help.
Right.
So
Yeah,
that
that's-
checks out. And he always was his sidekick. He did everything with him. And her being a famous porn star, his neighborhood, Fat Joe lives in.
Right.
So it's not too out of the ordinary
Star-studded
that another
community.
And
like
it's also Florida. There's
it's
porn
Florida.
there's porn stars
Right.
everywhere.
You're
Right.
close to Miami. Those are the two takeaways.
Why would the
But
flashlight be there though?
What was your reaction when you went back to go see her?
I was starstruck.
He started winking at her.
Jordan,
No,
was
it was really weird. I couldn't like see straight. Like it was very weird. And she actually stopped being our mail lady like a few weeks after that.
Was she a hot
I
mail
never-
lady?
She was.
was she old?
Was she young? Yeah.
She was young. She was actually no. She was older. She was like older than my mom. But like,
Wait a
hold on,
damn
hold on,
minute.
hold on,
You went
hold
from
on.
young to
wait,
old.
wait. But when I say young, like young enough. But she was
How
definitely
old do you? would-
Young
if you were
for
to
a
guess?
male
young
lady.
for me.
Could she handle a package?
She could handle that.
Wait, how long ago was this?
This was.
How old were you?
To put it,
I was old. This was probably in 2013 or 2014.
USPS?
No. This was.
Ooh, Zane.
Oh yeah, US.
Zane, do you have
They're
the
not.
same
They're
mail
not.
lady?
They're not. No, they're not hiring porn stars. It's 2013.
It's hard
Maybe
to.
They're
she,
doing background
Maybe
checks.
she was a porn star in her days, in her prime.
But he said she's young.
Young for a male lady. Wait,
Exactly what you're
All
saying.
over the place.
I don't.
In
yeah.
my head, you said young. That to me, that's like
I
25.
know. I definitely threw you off on that. I would say that she is not young, but I think she looks young. I thought she looks young for her.
What was her name?
For her age.
Very good.
I don't know her name.
You would remember it.
You
I-
would remember.
You would remember
You
that. if it was a
researched
star.
Because you would
It
was a
exactly you would
porn-
research her. You'd watch a couple videos.
Yeah, but the mail lady thing is just it's a
Did you
weird
go home that
tie-in.
night and-
I believe that you went and helped a mail lady like with
I
their
think so,
toilet
too.
and stuff. I really do believe
I
that
think that's
that
where-
part
that's where he
happened.
got the idea.
This but going and finding a flashlight and like that she was a porn star. That part, and then he added like to put in perspective, like that sounds like a lying kind of thing, like liars when they add.
What
just-
race was she?
I don't know. She looked like Lisa Ann,
Big tits,
Nice.
Who the hell is Lisa Ann?
big ass,
my mail lady. Just looked like her.
wide hips,
Yes, wide hips, big breasts,
big lips.
big lips.
She had all the DVDs.
kind of
Zane's like,
Yes.
okay, it's adding up.
I think I know who she's.
He's like,
Zane's like, which neighborhood? Yeah, definitely.
But I don't know. I feel like a former porn star would just get into like a different line of work and not like
Mail
the
lady.
lifestyle of delivering mail. I think you want like a more flexible schedule.
this
like,
seems like an intro to the.
to a porno.
yeah, to one of those DVDs you were
What if
talking
he
about.
got the
check for
idea?
that's what I'm thinking. Check for a flashlight in my closet.
He-
discovers
yes.
that it's a.
Check his search history.
Heath,
I think I've seen this one.
Wait, why did you need the flashlight though? The lights were off.
They
Why?
were for plumbing.
Plumbing. It was just to look down.
Wait,
you were just-
wait. What Heath and I just did today,
Oh,
we reinstalled the sink and
I
we
was
needed
doing
a flashlight.
plumbing today.
Okay.
Oh.
Wait,
Oh,
wait,
you
And
think that-
Jordan saw us with the flat. It's false.
are you and your dad just like hand?
Oh my God.
He-
Male port. False.
What?
Why?
I just looked at male lady porn.
And there's a whole bunch to it.
And I'm going to find the one he's talking about.
I think Heath
And
and
I just replaced the sink today and was doing plumbing.
yeah,
so I,
I think
he
Heath
got
and I
inspired.
doing that sparked the idea.
Oh my God. The first one, Plumber Adventure. Plumber Adventure Part 2, special work for male lady, only
Sunrise, Florida. All right, I'm going false.
Okay,
Yeah,
I
false.
think it's false.
It's the first one on Pornhub.
It is a lie.
Well done, guys. Well done.
Oh, it was the first one.
But all of that did happen except her being a porn star. She was not. She was just a male lady.
See,
but that
yes.
all
is
did happen.
funny.
Yeah.
So
And
there,
yes, there was. There were sex toys and DVDs, and
Oh.
I could not look at my male lady the same.
Oh, so
way.
wait, it kind of was true.
Kind of was, but she was never under. I never did additional. Well, I did.
Does that count?
I did do
Oh,
research.
that's not
but
fun.
no, but she
Jordan,
wasn't a porn star.
that's still
she wasn't.
crazy.
It was
That is crazy.
All right,
Oh,
that
you
was
gotta
half and
add a
half.
little bit more lie to that.
Yeah, and the whole thing has to be a lie.
I mean, but the whole thing was like based around the porn.
No,
scene.
no, I think at least 65% should be a lie.
Oh, okay.
Because
Well,
you
I
need
do-
some foundation, right?
at least that's still interesting.
That was
But
really.
yeah.
Wow. Okay.
Damn, I want more.
That was good.
I want porn.
I gotta go to the bathroom real quick.
I know, male lady.
Jordan's like, it was a lie, but it did happen. I'm like,
I haven't.
Jordan as a politician. He's like, it was a lie, but it did happen, but it didn't.
Your Honor, my client is innocent, but she did do it.
She wasn't a porn star, but I did have sex with her after we fixed her plumbing.
That's really funny.
Oh God.
Thank you for sharing, Jordan. That was great. I feel like we got to know each other a little
Honestly,
bit
if
more
that
here.
came from anybody else, it'd be real. I feel like it'd be much easier.
It's
But the
hard
fact that
with
it's
Jordan.
Jordan,
Yeah,
yeah,
he's the
it's a
perfect
little-
person to do it.
Yeah.
Or I guess I could just like hearing like if they weren't. The thing is, you got to ask all the follow up questions to it.
Right, right.
It'd be interesting if there was just a thing and we just had to figure out if that thing is a lie
Yeah.
or not.
Yeah.
If it's like
That
a
was good,
true
though.
thing or something that happened like in history or I don't know.
We can do this once every episode. Like I said, that didn't even tap into like his other stories.
Like the hog tie story, I'd have been like false.
oh,
The hog tie
yeah.
story, oh, absolutely bullshit, false. I would have
Okay.
heard it.
Jordan, for future, don't tell us any crazy past stories.
No.
We're gonna know
Something happens every day.
every day.
Literally,
Him getting attacked by a ball of bees, false.
in the past week, he's helped find a missing person.
False.
Chasing the emu in
False.
the intersection. No way. You don't have a pet emu. That's illegal.
I can't believe that somebody posted on TikTok.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
That was insane.
I was tagged in that so many times, and every time I clicked, I was like,
Crazy.
"Oh, cool!" Like, "Oh, somebody else ran after." It was Jordan.
Crazy.
Wow.
Unbelievable.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you, Jordan.
Thank you guys.
Best stories ever.
His truth. I'm uncircumcised. False.
No way.
No way. It's not possible.
Can I pee real quick?
Of course, you can, fancy pants.
Good job, Jordan.
Have you guys been seeing? I've been seeing everywhere on TikTok, on Twitter, everywhere. They're making these like exhibits for you to be able to experience what it was like on the Titanic when it was going down. And they even made shit for kids too, where they'll have a thing. It says Titanic. It's like shaped like a boat, and it'll go up. And it's a game where the kids are on the end, and they have to try to stay on to the top as long as they can, or they slide down, and the ship is sinking like this.
This is
Have you
not something that should be turned into a
Isn't that
ride.
crazy?
It's like they made one of those inflatable slides, the Titanic.
Yeah, that I went on one of those when I was a kid. Yeah.
Look,
that
okay,
one-
that one. Look, that one makes.
They also
I'm
have
not
a-
saying they should do it, but that one made sense to me. Like I couldn't be mad at that. But making a whole animatronic,
Yeah, there it is.
like doing that, like having it
That's
like that,
wrong.
that's crazy.
Wait, that's this real? There, because I saw an edit recently of it.
I'll show you right now.
This is at a Titanic museum, or is this just some game that some kids play? Or like
No, it's a Titanic simulator at a theme park.
Next,
At a theme park.
Oh my! Yeah, it says Titanic in the
yeah.
background.
Zane, what's the location?
Okay,
The location?
Let's guess what state would do
Yeah,
this.
what state is it?
I bet it's
Texas.
Everybody guess what state
I'm gonna
it's
say
at.
I'm gonna say Texas.
I would say like Missouri. Or,
it's not in the U.S.
see, I had a feeling. I
Yeah.
feel like Americans wouldn't like that's
No.
like a bit far.
But think of a place that doesn't really care.
Where did the Titanic go down?
The Titanic went down in the Atlantic Ocean, like
By Greenland,
I think so.
Iceland?
Yeah.
Is that Iceland?
Iceland.
No, England.
Really?
Yeah.
Not
Insensitive.
funny.
That is a little bit insensitive. Just
Y'all-
to like replicate trauma.
I know. It's crazy. But if you guys do want to go, it opens Saturdays at 10 a.m.
Next year they're doing 9/11 the ride.
Yeah.
They get you on a plane. You start.
Yeah. Oh, no, you can either pick the plane or the building, whatever you want. They have simulators for both.
Right.
I guess so. It wasn't like a terrorist attack. It was just like a bad
That shit was planned.
disaster.
You think? I don't think it was.
I think it was planned.
They had a lot of money invested in
I
that.
think
true.
it's funny. Everybody opposing the Federal Reserve was on it and died.
The people of the Federal Reserve, they backed out last.
Yeah,
Is
the
what you're
people that
saying?
were going against the Federal Reserve.
Yeah, but think about it. They would have told Leo not to go on.
Oh right, yeah.
And
Leo.
Kate Winslet, they're the biggest actors, and they were still on.
Yeah, that's true.
Oh, I saw a TikTok of Leo vaping, and that's why I vape.
Why?
Oh.
Why does it?
I met Leo DiCaprio and he was vaping. As he had this like whole mod in his hand. He shook my hand one time.
Does he have one of those big built-out ones like the box?
And
No, he had like a cute little. I'm pretty sure he was smoking the same one I was. Oh,
Really?
What does it mean?
But yeah,
Yeah,
like,
we have a lot alike.
when I was in Indianapolis, though, there was a cheer competition, like a dance cheer competition
wanna
for
go to
like
one.
little kids. Like these weren't
Not
like
that,
high
not that.
schoolers, these weren't college cheerleaders. These were little kids. And man, these people, they came out of like, they were out from the country in Indy showing up to this thing. Like already I was like, damn, these are some people from out of town who are here. Like we would see them in groups. I had never seen so many adults smoking cigarettes outside of like a building. Like you would have thought that like, I
I'm
don't
sure
know.
it's very stressful for these,
I don't
just, like,
know.
lined
Def
up.
Leppard was performing inside.
Yeah.
It's just, and it was just a bunch of like little kids and their parents out there like, hey, can I get a light? Just smoking.
it's-
I
Yeah.
think the only reason why older people are doing vapes is because not only can you do it anywhere you want,
that's
you don't smell like
true.
cigarettes too. Because I'm sure these older people
Yeah.
don't want to smell like cigarettes anymore.
Yeah.
True. And I bet their doctors are telling them like, listen, I've been your doctor for years. If you really want to like start making some changes, I know you're addicted to nicotine, just try vaping because this is going to get worse.
There's
for you.
no way a doctor would ever recommend that.
Do it.
Especially with
If
how
you had a
new vapes
patient
are.
who you knew who was smoking a lot and like, I mean, I don't know. I don't feel
Do
like
you think there's going to be another
Apocalypse?
like form of doing
Right, like, what's next?
I want like snorting to come back.
interesting. Okay.
Snorting what?
Like if people are
Sorry.
just
There
snorting
is snorting.
vitamins.
Like
What do you
no,
mean?
no, people who take like a snort of tobacco.
Oh,
When was
really?
that? That was a thing?
Yeah, you would put like your like face up to this almost like a pin, and there was like a lever, and you would like hit it, and it would snap right before hitting your nose, and it shoots like
What in-
tobacco
Are we
dust.
playing One Truth, One Lie? What is it? I've
Lie.
never
Look
heard
up-
of this.
What year
Look
was
up a
this?
video
People
like
were doing
snort
it.
of tobacco, and you literally like go like this. You take a deep breath, and then they slam it, and it goes up your nose, like,
Why would you want to do that?
and then people will stuff it in there, like, and just
Just images.
It's like dip
Just
for your
images.
nose.
basically.
Oh,
But like you would take like a bump of it. There's like
it's like a diving board for drugs.
yeah, kind of.
Hell no. That is just.
That's
crazy. Jordan, what?
Well, these are people like doing this. That's like sniffing. That says chocolate, or this is like a
Oh,
chocolate.
that's
shooter.
fancy.
Yeah, it's like a slingshot.
That's a beautiful thing to get, like a cokehead.
Like, what if that just like became normal?
Is there a
and
name for
everybody?
it?
I think it's just called like a snort.
If that did, I guess, but I just think it's like shooting things up into your brain, like in your navel cavities, is like way different than like.
I don't think shooting anything up your nose like that is good.
You know what I learned recently is that like like every time we're like you take nasal spray, you know how we always like shoot it up. You're really supposed to be shooting it like in at an angle because you're up there is it. That's where it ends. Your nasal cavities are all back here. So you have to be going in at an angle to remove your
Why
sinuses,
don't they
like
say
your
that
sinuses.
in the directions?
I know, right? It seems like on like just the covers of commercials, people are doing it. But I saw a TikTok of some guy doing it. And I was like, oh my gosh, that makes so much more sense.
That's such a simple, like, all they got to add is at an angle.
Yeah.
That's all they got to say.
Maybe it
Or
does-
just like a little
this is-
picture diagram of it.
Yeah. I know you guys saw this because I sent it in the group chat, but Montana banning TikTok. How are they even going to enforce that? Like, how do you enforce a ban of an app in a state when
I'm not sure.
I'm not sure. Is it? Oh, but I really want to know what the fine line is. I know that at UT, TikTok is banned on the student Wi-Fi. You can't get on it, and like,
well, that makes sense because you're on their Wi-Fi.
the Wi-Fi can block it. But I'm curious if like I don't know if they can like limit.
People are just going to use VPN now, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
But if I travel to Montana today, am I not able to use it as soon as I touch down? I don't understand.
If it's the law, I mean, it has to they'd have to have a deal with like AT&T, Verizon,
right.
all these like carriers. Like, how the hell do you do that?
Yeah. I'm not
To me,
sure.
that makes no
Montana's
sense.
so random too. I wonder why they were the first.
I don't think there's any website that you can go on in one state, but you can't go on in another state. Like, that's not
Right. Different countries, yeah, but
Yeah.
states? I don't know.
You'd have to ban it as a whole, like as a nation, something like that, because it would have to.
Well, now TikTok is suing Montana for the
That is
There you go.
crazy. What is that like?
You know what? I think they should fucking
They
sue
turn
Montana.
that table around.
Tell a
It's
Victorian
ridiculous
child
to
that.
have one state ban an app. That's crazy.
That's
crazy.
You know that our version of like TikTok isn't allowed in China.
Yeah.
Like it's
Have their own.
no, but they created it and they don't even allow it for their own people.
It's because everything is under. Isn't their shit like very secure and private? Like, it has to all run through.
I also think they're
like a China. Like, isn't their text, internet, all that shit run through like a Chinese app? Or so I had a friend. that was visiting here, or she lives in China and she was here for like a year for work, and she was showing me her phone,
everything
and
is under
everything
one.
runs under one app: texting, internet,
Right.
Google, like Maps. Everything is under this Chinese app, so they can like monitor everything. So I wouldn't be surprised that like
No, but
their
they can
version
have
of
like
TikTok.
yeah, it's interesting that their version isn't the same as ours, which
Right.
is
Oh, absolutely! Like that.
I bet
doesn't
their
surprise me.
content's just more mature.
You know that
think-
comedian Andrew Schultz though, like made that whole thing up though about how like like people were saying, oh, TikTok in China, how like kids can only access it at certain hours of the day, and the stuff that they're seeing are only like science videos or like noble like pursuits of people doing things. Like there was this whole thing that like everyone was saying that their TikTok was different, and Andrew Schultz just like made that up
that's funny.
on TikTok just to start it. Oh, Andrew Schultz performed at VCon. He was hilarious, by the way. But yeah, he made that up.
But that like seems like something they would do. Like, oh, if you're gonna have TikTok only like educational shit, which I honestly wouldn't mind watching. If TikTok turned into like only educational shit, I would
could it
still
be
on there.
educational?
It could be very educational.
In a fun way, but like it has to be approved. Like everything you post is like, is this educational enough? But like still, or like TikTok for a TikTok educational edition. You know what I mean? Where it's like I don't know if it's a different app or it's a different like login. Like you log out from TikTok Entertainment and you go to TikTok Educational, and
I
have
wish
a
they would
whole
bring
world.
the tabs back of like, how like the top there was like comedy or sports, or you can like go around and look at different like feeds. I wish they would bring that back because now it's gone.
Yeah.
Like you just got to trust your feed. You can refresh your feed. There's an option to go in and refresh.
Oh yeah,
your entire
you like
feed.
a reset. Yeah,
Yeah, which
I'm
I'm
scared-
wanted
I'm
to
scared
do,
to
but
do
I don't
that.
want to miss all the weird people I've been following.
But my shit is so bad right now. It is bad. I do need a reset, but I'm scared that it's going to be the first day of TikTok again. I'm going to start getting all this shit that like I'm not going to want to see. Honestly, Heath, because I'm an experimental person. I wouldn't mind trying that.
The little powder.
Yeah, just bring it.
If you got a few beers in me, I'd do it for sure.
Oh, that's good for putting your contacts in.
You put your head up to it. and you flick
You're holding boing, boing.
Just
boom.
Did people back then? I know we're always asking questions none of us have answers to, but like
I love that.
go watch people get beheaded on like the guillotine back then. Was it like
That was their
in
TikTok.
movies and stuff? Everyone's always like the whole town's showing up to see it.
What do you
Was it
think what it really
required
was?
to go and attend to see it happen? Or were some people like, I'm going to pass on seeing that today?
I honestly,
I
that's
think
a
it
good
was like
question.
up to your discretion if you wanted to go.
But I feel like there are certain times, right? I feel like back then they made everybody watch because they're like, this will happen to you. This will happen to you if you don't.
Yeah, I think
follow
it-
the rules.
But maybe it got to a point where it was like how, if we pass a flea market, should we stop by?
Yeah.
You want to go see somebody?
Yeah, should we go to a couple?
I don't think it was as often as we think, but I think people were made like it was an example. Like, and honestly, if it was like a serial killer that everybody here knew about, like this case, and like everybody like
I'd go
all
watch.
hated. Like if it was Ted Bundy or something, and we knew like, hey,
people
down
would
the
go.
street they're gonna have him, and you're gonna like watch him get his head chopped off. You'd be like,
Yeah.
we should probably start heading out now to make it in time.
Back then, it was more like disloyal to your like wife and husband. I think it was very minor stuff where your fucking head got chopped off. So,
you stole a grape from the.
but think about it. It was back then. I don't know. It was probably exciting, riveting to see like a head being chopped off. What else are you like? What else is happening?
That's it.
Do you think
In the village? There's
Imagine
nothing
going
else.
to watch a beheading, but like you're in a hurry. You're like, come on, I have somewhere I gotta be. Let's get
And
it
this
going.
person decided.
Hey, can you record this for me?
Yeah, I went to the spot where like Anne Boleyn was like beheaded, and
I
that-
was just thinking about that movie when he was talking about.
yeah, but she was. I don't think it was like a guillotine. I think it was just like right. They did
Yeah,
like
it was
but like we went to that spot in London, and like you go there and you look at like the area where she was like
Yeah.
beheaded. It's
Oh,
just
God.
wild, like sitting there
YouTube
and
is gonna
like
flag this video as an ISIS video. We need to stop saying beheading.
Yeah.
Beheading.
Oh yeah,
beheading.
yeah. Sorry, You know, I'm terrified about someone just like dying.
No. Okay. Matt.
Like someone having like a heart attack at your
Matt,
wedding, or
bring
like
it on.
Matt,
what?
you are
Oh.
extremely good at manifesting. Please. Like too good.
Glass.
Glass, literally right above the wood.
What? Knock on glass, save your ass.
There's
Never,
you
never
just made
heard
that
that.
up.
No,
That is-
people
there's
say that
no-
when you're in a car, you tap on a window, knock on glass, save your ass. Knock on wood, you're good.
No.
Where?
I've always
In
heard
Carrollton?
Where?
In the King household, we did that. I love these balls. The ice balls.
Oh, they're the best.
that. Like ice cubes that are
I am
ball
scared
shaped.
it's gonna go straight down my throat though.
Oh, I two already did.
It's like the perfect size.
I know. It's like a little jawbreaker. You should make these into like snow. You know, snow cones. Put a little syrup in it.
Yeah.
You just
Ice balls? Mm-hmm. Oh, the coffee ones. Yeah.
I just don't have patience to make ice trays.
For some reason, it's oddly satisfying and rewarding.
yeah.
Yeah, like
I
I
feel like it's
made
like
that.
a Brita
It's-
filter
I
you're
just
doing
feel like we're in
all
the
the time.
1700s when I fill up an ice
having
tray.
ice
Yeah.
trays to where it's your only source of ice cubes sucks. But when you have an ice machine and you can have side quests for like shaped
Yeah.
ice, it becomes like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're like, okay, I don't mind filling it up
Yeah.
and cracking that shit.
Oh, you see me? I don't mind hitting that the drawer because there's always ice, even if it's all like rocked up on the bottom. Mining, man's work.
This is a man's world. Ice pick.
I will work for the ice. I will never be the person to buy a bag of ice if I run in.
It always feels so weird buying a bag of ice.
Yeah, and
It feels like the dumbest.
Like you feel like you're
and
buying some, it's just gonna melt and go away.
It's not ice. It's not ice. When you buy a bag of ice from those like gas station coolers, that's
you
frozen
don't
up
trust it?
water. That's not ice. There's a difference.
But, buddy, frozen water is
No,
ice.
no.
Yes, Zane, I get it.
No, the fact that you can see through ice so clearly in the gas station ice, not good. That means it's like so close. The minute it's out of the bag, it's already melted. That's not ice. That's frozen water. Ice, you put it on the counter, it takes 4 hours to melt. That's ice.
I think
You're high.
you're high.
I am. I did eat an edible before.
No, you didn't.
A little bit.
You did?
I did.
Oh,
I wasn't
weed
feeling
edible?
good.
Well, in that case, you are thinking.
Is this one of the true or false?
Zane, I'm loving this.
Whatever. Jared don't understand.
I don't even know what we just talked about.
Matt just trauma dumped.
Trauma dumped?
You notice how common that is now?
Me, I
I
trauma dump on this
know.
podcast?
No,
No,
No, just in
everybody
general.
You know how like back in the day you'd ask somebody like, "Hey, how's it going?" Just like a random person that you don't know.
Yeah.
Hi, how are you? Normally it's just like, "Good, thank you."
Yeah.
And like nobody really gives you an honest answer. I feel like nowadays
Now
everybody
everybody's so honest.
everybody just trauma dumps on us to the point where like you're like, how's it going? They're like, not good because so-and-so just did. And
it's like they have nobody to listen.
And I'm like, usually people just go,
Yeah.
thank you.
The other day at his eye appointment, I was sitting in the waiting room and this man walks in and the woman's like, hi, can I help you? He was like, I have an appointment right now. And she's like, okay. She was like,
I have an appointment right now.
sorry. The story's funny with like momentum. So he's like, I have an appointment right now. And she goes, okay, perfect. We'll help you. Just please have a seat. He goes, I've been sitting all day. And then he continued about how he was sitting all day. And she was
wow.
She was like, okay, you can stand wherever you want.
Just say you're fine.
Yeah.
It's also older people too.
This guy was younger than,
Oh, really?
he was like probably maybe 40.
Oh, wow.
This guy walked into the pizza restaurant we were at the other day, and the worker there was like, hey, how's it going? And the guy was like, not good, I'm wasted. First of all, because I had to get drunk because my boss just made me fire my best friend. And now my best friend is mad at me because I fired him, but it was my boss that made me do it. So I just had to go to the bar right now and get drunk by myself. So it's not going good.
Oh, alcohol is not working for him right now. In this moment.
And we're like,
normally it turns you into like, you kind of like, you're like, you know what? Fuck it. But it like completely did the opposite to him.
the worker looked at us and was like, wasn't expecting that.
But you know what? I do feel like that's how sometimes how we all feel inside. It never leaves our mouth.
Don't tell strangers that.
I know. I don't do that, but like when I see that, I'm just like, that we all feel like that. It's in here. We just don't say it out loud.
Mm-hmm.
You know, you just want to
You
yell
keep
at
it to
somebody.
yourself. Or tell your therapist on BetterHelp
BetterHelp.
because they're the only ones.
Code Zane.
They're the only ones that care and are going to listen to you.
I know. Yeah, there's like, you know how they always say like oversharing is like a sign of. I would say it's a sign of mental illness, but it is like a sign in like certain erratic personality disorders is like oversharing.
I think
but then
I
sometimes I've
overshare.
always been like, I don't think I overshared, but I'm like, did I? I don't know. I kind of like if I'm drunk and I feel like so comfortable with some people, I'll just start talking, and then after I'm like, why shouldn't I should have not said anything.
Yeah, I think your idea of oversharing of yourself is different than other people thinking you're oversharing. If that makes sense.
Right. Yeah. I'm like, I get a little neurotic.
I think
about
everybody
it.
always thinks they overshare. In
Yes.
a situation like that. But people are just like, oh no.
I know it's always frustrating though when someone like talks to you about something for so long. I get a little
Bro, there
pissed.
is
I know.
8 fucking
I know.
flies in here.
It just flew out. Jordan shut the door.
I can't pay attention to anybody.
I know. That was driving. I was getting mad.
I swear, I thought there was one on Mariah's forehead for like 5
It was.
seconds.
That's a pimple.
I guess I get a little frustrated with like conversation like etiquette. Like if you have realized that you've been talking about something for over 4 or 5 minutes and you're the one who's like telling the story and explaining it to people, then those people deserve like another like 4 minutes if they want to go talk about something, and you better hold
Right, you
your
gotta-
fucking cool and listen to
you
it.
gotta let them
I
have it.
cannot stand because I'll listen to someone all day and I'll give them that patience, and someone can go on for 10 minutes, and then the moment I try to bring up a story or something, they're like, all right, well, I'm out of here, like gotta go. I'm like, what the hell was that then? What the hell was that? Like how people. Because I think sometimes I'm always like, I'll go on a little thing, but I'm like, okay, but you know, I'll give you the skinny. This is it. I'm trying to be aware how much time I'm talking.
Like right now.
Hold on, but I'm being
on, I'm not
aware of
done.
it.
I'm kidding.
Oh, okay. Sorry, I don't want to make it seem
No,
like
no,
I
no, no,
am
no.
doing that, but like, oh my gosh, I'll just be at parties. I'll be
You just
listening to
seem
someone talk so much.
You're like getting yourself really worked up. I don't want you to regret it.
Oh, I'm just being passionate.
I know, but
Passion.
sometimes you get in your head after, and you're like, it's like when you're high, and you're like, am I too much right now?
I'm just speaking my truth.
Get it.
Was I worked up about the robots the other day? Should I have not said that?
The
robots.
robots. What
Or I was
robots?
like, leave them alone? Well, should I have not?
Oh, I actually cut that up because it was so funny.
Oh yeah, people ate that up.
You cut it up or you cut it out?
Cut it up. Oh wait, what?
What does that mean?
I turned it
cut
into
it
like
up,
a
like,
TikTok.
little
I sent it
social
to I
clip.
sent it to Zane, and he didn't say anything.
Oh, I actually really liked it.
That was like a month ago.
No, I did like it. I haven't posted any TikTok, so I didn't want to say it's really good. And then when you saw it wasn't up, I didn't want you to
Yeah,
get like
that's true.
a different feeling.
Yeah,
I know.
don't
I
get
thought
my
it was really good.
expectations.
I just haven't posted. I didn't want to post just that one, and then
I think we got it. All right, guys, make sure to check out the best coffee in the world. Cremota.com to get it. We got matcha, we've got bagged coffee, we got K-Cups and a bunch of different flavors. You can get whole bean or ground espresso, and it is banging at Cremota.com.
Amen.
what also is banging is our Patreon, patreon.com/Zane and Heath, where you can pay $5 a month to get all exclusive content, including a bonus episode and a private Discord and live Q&As every month. And
you get early access to
butthole.
every single episode. It's going to be ad free, and then we also keep the cameras rolling even after we end the episode. So it's like an extended cut. We keep it going for like another 20 minutes, could be 30. Who knows? It's just kind of whatever we feel. So
Exactly.
Again, that's at patreon.com/Zane and Heath to check that out.
And you can check out these episodes. We put them out every Monday, audio form, on all the podcast apps that you guys have in your phones. And on Tuesdays, we post a video form of these podcasts on our YouTube channel, youtube.com/Zane and Heath.
All right, well, we're going to jump into the unwind for our patrons. So we'll see you guys next week. We love you.
Peace and blessings, baby. Peace.